Alright, what's up, guys? I'm going to do my first video, really, on a review, and really my first video ever, on the Razer Wolverine Ultimate controller. And I got this for Xbox, and the reason I did this is because I bought the Elite, and about 45 days afterwards, the sprint button went out on it, which it pissed me off a lot. And so I went down looking. I'm very picky about ordering it. If I want something, I want it now. So I found a GameStop that had this about an hour away. So I went and got it and started playing with it. I played a lot with it so far. I played Call of Duty, Battlefield, Overwatch, different things like that to that extent. And my personal opinion is it's the best controller out there right now. Even though I know Astro's starting to make controllers now, I think they're working on one for PS4. And I know that the scuff controllers can come close to this, but to get this type of quality, you're going to spend probably about $60 to $70 more if you go through scuff controllers. And so pretty much I'll show you what's going on. Is now this one's a little bit different because I also have the Control Freak grips on there, which really helps out. It's a little bit different style as far as putting your hands on it and everything. You got the replaceable joysticks, whether you're longer or you like the short. You got your D-pad you can change out just like the Elite does. And it is basically like the Elite as far as changing out. But here's the things that make it different. Alright, you still got your trigger locks. Everything's, you can adjust the triggers and everything, just like the Elite. Except now you got these on top, so you can map those. And then on the back, see, you can see better now. There's your trigger locks. Right here, two more mapping buttons. This is what makes it stand out a lot more, and it's way different than the Elite. You got precision and you got agility, and what that does is it changes your sensitivity on the fly. So if you're a sniper, you need to move around fast. Look, if you're one of those quick scopers, but need to be exact, that'll help you a lot because you can hold one in and spin around like on a sensitivity of like 8 or 9, and then hit your second button as you're zooming in, and it knocks your sensitivity to probably about, I would say, 2, about right there somewhere. So if you're playing Call of Duty and you're running about a 5, which is I think about the average of everybody, about a 5, 6. With now they got the body armor and everything else in Call of Duty. So with this, if you take a shot in the back, and you can get used to using this controller, you hit that, you spin around at about a 9, and then you're shooting him, and before he even knows what happens, he's already dead. It does take a little bit to get used to, but it is extremely comfortable. And I do think it's worth the money. I think I spent like maybe $10, $15 more than I would for the Elite. And so I thought it was a pretty good deal. Now a lot of pros. Some more pros is the Xbox has an app for it. Through that you can do all your mapping. It's pretty easy. Because it is Razer, you can change LEDs on it. You can do different stuff like that. The cons is that it is wired, but it doesn't come with your normal cheap little cords that you plug in or anything like that. It's pretty long actually if you look at it. But if you can look close, it's got that real thick braid on it, so it's not a cheap cord by far. So I think it'll work pretty good. Now, something else I didn't look. If you're using a headset, you got your stereo adapter already built into it, and it works really good. I've actually got some of my headsets to go louder using the controls on my controller and on mine. And right now, I put down my Stealth. I'm actually going with a wired headset, the Astro A10s, because it's probably my favorite headset and my cheapest actually. But I think it works really good. If I was to rate the Elite and the Razer together, Elite I'd probably give it maybe a 6.5 out of 10. The Wolverine, I'd probably rate about an 8.5 out of 10. I'm not going to give it a 9 or a 9.5 because everything has room for improvement. So that's all we got pretty much so far, and that was my first video. So tell me what you guys think, and I'll make some more on different stuff.